A Peel police detective is facing serious charges tonight, including one count of obstruct justice and another count of breach of trust. Unfortunately, that's all the information we have right now. That's because, unlike when members of the public are arrested, this news release about this police officer does not detail any of the circumstances surrounding his charges, and the police say they're not going to be providing any. The news release states that 27-year veteran David Warren has been charged after a 15-month-long investigation. But when we called police to get more information, they advised us they could not provide any because it's now before the courts.
I assure you that my clients and individuals in general, as members of the public, don't get the benefit of this hush-hush treatment. Because take a look at that news release. It says absolutely nothing.
Criminal lawyer Julian Falconer says there is nothing stopping police from giving background related to a charge, and says police often even do more than that for members of the public.
The best way to appreciate the double standard the Peel Regional Police are using in this case is all one has to do is think about the countless examples of police strutting their stuff with weapons and drugs set out on a table that they've seized or any other illegal contraband, and declaring victory in their fight against crime.
No real factual information.
Lawyer and former SIU director Ian Scott says he's not surprised by the info in the release. He says with the officer's name now public, the information will come out through the courts. It just may take some time. For now, he speculates the charges could be linked to internal issues within the police force.
Breach of trust means generally it's a public official, like a police officer, who used his position for private gain. And then obstruct justice usually relates to in some way concealing evidence or messing around with the court system in one way or the other.
This comes less than a week after Justice Michael Tulloch released recommendations to improve transparency surrounding the Special Investigations Unit. They look into cases involving police and members of the public who are injured. Although this was not an SIU case, Scott says that similar cases could be in the future.
And one thing he was advocating in the report is that the mandate of the SIU be expanded. And I would think this would be exactly the kind of case that in future, if indeed the government accepts the recommendations and changes legislation, that the SIU would do investigations of.
Detective Warren is scheduled to appear at the Brampton Courthouse on May 15th. Tammie Sutherland, City News.